This week on AdoreThem.com, we are talking all about self-care because we understand that this is something that parents struggle with a lot. It can be tough to care for everyone in the family and still care for yourself. So we have a lot of great articles up there, a lot of great resources, ideas, different ways of looking at this topic. But in this particular video, I want to talk about the importance of external validation, and I want to talk about what I mean by that. So this dawned on me just recently where I was realizing this was a piece that I was missing for a long time, especially when my kids were very little. I was a stay-at-home mom to them and a blogger and a writer, and I wore a bunch of different hats, but a lot of those responsibilities took place within these four walls. And the only people that were noticing, was myself and my kids and my husband. And while he's always been wonderfully supportive and I appreciate, any compliments that he gives me and I appreciate his support, it's not always the same thing as getting some external validation that I was doing a good job. And I actually brought it up to some friends in a way of like, maybe this is a character flaw of mine, that I need this external validation. And upon discussing it a little bit further, we kind of came to the conclusion that everybody needs that. Everybody needs that feedback from the outside world to help establish some of that self-worth. It's not to say that you shouldn't have intrinsic self-worth or that you shouldn't feel good enough within yourself. But there's something rewarding that comes from, someone outside of your family recognizing something valuable within you. So I was sharing how now that I've been able to branch out a little bit, my boys are 7 and 4, and I've had some wonderful opportunities, for myself professionally to be able to get out there in the real world and show my worth and receive that external feedback, and a lot of positive external feedback. And I've recognized how amazing that feels and how that's something that I had been missing. Even with the kids going to school, I'm receiving some external feedback that all of those years that I spent parenting them and, within our four walls and not knowing, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing okay? Am I doing what's right for them? And then sending them out into the real world and getting some of that external validation that these are good kids, they work hard, they listen well, they're kind to their friends and respectful to their teachers. That external validation is something that I was missing. And you don't realize that it's missing necessarily until you start to receive glimpses of it. And I put my finger on it as oh, yeah, okay, this matters to me. This helps my sense of confidence. This helps my sense of self-worth. This helps me feel more fulfilled, I guess. And that's not to say, that being a stay-at-home mom wasn't fulfilling. It absolutely was, but it was a different kind of work. And blogging, when I had my personal blog by myself, that was a different kind of thing. Being able to partner with Carissa and work on this parenting website and be able to share this with you, but also share it with her and brainstorm with her and be able to lean on each other and also compliment each other along the way. She's an incredible partner in this. So to be able to give her that feedback and to be able to hear that feedback from her, it's that external validation. Anytime that we work on a project with a sponsor, and to be able to work outside of ourselves and work with another company and another person, and to be able to just, bounce our ideas off of things and get that external feedback, it helps. It helps a lot. So I wanted to at least introduce that concept to you. And maybe it's something that you're feeling currently. Maybe it's something that you felt in the past. And there, with something like this, there's absolutely stuff you can do about it. If you're struggling with this, if you're struggling that you're not getting any external validation, there's ways to seek that out. And they can be simple ways. Maybe it's a little bit of volunteering. Maybe it's getting a part-time job. Maybe it's just joining a mom's group and being able to hear from other moms that you're doing a good job. So whatever that is, if you feel like this piece is missing for you, I encourage you to take that next step and figure out how you might be able to fulfill that. And like I said, there's a lot of ways you can do that. But it's something that I didn't even know was missing up until recently. So I wanted to at least share it with you guys. And like I said, if you go to adorethem.com, we have a whole bunch of other articles that are up there to hopefully spark some interest for you, spark some ideas, and for you to also just remember that self-care is a very important piece of parenting. So we hope you take that to heart, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.